That was Chrome Skull from Karl Casey, and now, some news. Events deep within the Black continue to go relatively smooth within the fleet of the Odyssey Galactic Expedition. Sagittarius A is in the rear view now, and the majority of explorers, archeologists, and researchers present within the Expeditionary fleet are looking forward to the next leg of this trek. Discoveries are plentiful out in the fringes of the galaxy, and the OEF has made a dramatic impact on the Galactic Pilots Federations Contributions listings, ranking at number 3. Expedition members are keeping busy with a variety of pilot-organized events from SRV wrestling matches to CQC skirmishes and canyon races. Though only loosely affiliated, we Pirates of Darkrai side with the benevolent and are proud to say it has been an incredibly peaceful journey. Few reports of violence. There has been some division within the expedition, however, as some carrier captains find the journey longer than anticipated, or otherwise finding themselves unprepared for the Odyssey. In other news, tensions within the advertised civilized galaxy continue to rise as investigations into the mysterious Neo-Marlinist Liberation Army come to a supposedly gratuitous head. With the reeling effects of the recent terrorist bombings only now lifting, growing fear mounts that human-on-human violence isn't the only dangers in the Black. We at PODC Radio are starting to hold bets on how long it will be before the heat is just too much and the bubble goes pop. Last report, tensions around the bubble squeezed upon the Galactic Summit. The gathering hosted by the impressive Sirius Corporation for the 3 superpowers was first interrupted by the braggings of the one and only antagonistic albino himself, Archon Delane. Tensions got so thick, the only way they could end was with not 1, not 2, but 9 explosions, waking the bubble up with all kinds of racket. Tens of millions of reported casualties ranging from Sol to Achenar, Bray, Nanomam, Alioth, Etanes, Gateway, Lav, and Cadmad Henu. One of the more prominent names of deaths being that of Vice President Brad Mitchell and several federal cabinet members. It is the opinion of the gumshoes of PODC that the former vice president pissed the NMLA off back in November last year when he organized the security that captured 9 extremist members of the terrorist organization. It was Brad Mitchell himself that oversaw to their eventual interrogations and surrender to imperial authorities. Either that, or NMLA ties go far beyond just minor faction players, if you get what I mean. The deceased Brad Mitchell's most prominent 15 minutes of true fame were in the youth of his career, his November bad-mouthing of Shadow President Felicia Winters for originally accepting the Marlins refugees, and of course, his rise to rivalry of the current president, Zachary Hudson. In similar news, the resounding response to reason would be a gathering against the NMLA, causing the Federation, Alliance, and Empire to create a joint intelligence union, the affiliated Counter-Terrorism Unit, led by a group of veterans from the tri-superpowers involved in the defeat of the League of Reparation back in 3304. Captain Neum Setunia of the Imperial ISS, Inspector Mara Klatt of the Alliance Interpol, and Senior Agent Tanya Ramirez of the FIA. Immediately, their operatives began their operation, discovering that the design of the explosives used were more compact in construction, giving them the realization that the terrorists must be using an interstellar communication system similar to those used by the League of Reparations, but far more sophisticated to coordinate 9 simultaneous attacks. Now, if you're wondering, how the heck are the ACT operating so far and efficiently? Let me remind you, they have the backing of the entirety of all 3 superpowers, plus a huge financial bonus successfully approved and authorized by President Zachary Hudson. So it's not that surprising that a few billion credits moves a few mountains of manpower. Well, all those billions of credits wasn't enough to save Captain Setunia and her crew aboard the Valkyrie, which was recently discovered, crashed in the Triguli sector, GW-W B1-0. Apparently, they caught an NMLA lead that apparently led them into an ambush. Get this. Evidence aboard the crashed ship points to wake information that known NMLA affiliates or heading to Still Majesty. It is the reporting of PODCR radio that Eurybia Blue Mafia has been found recently expanding into the system Still Majesty is located, and that all my listeners should keep their minds open as events unfold. Is it out of the realm of possibility that perhaps political powers perpetuated the death of the once humble traveling salesman who frame-shift drived his way into the political battlefield, only to make life arguably better for Federation citizens? I don't jest, my fellow space cadets. No tinfoil hat be needed. But what if more is going down here than it seems, and the bad guys are deeper burrowed than just some simple terrorists, some Imperial runaways, or the big bad Imperial wolf itself? Hey, I'm not saying that Imperial refugees don't deserve a place to rest their weary whip-warped backs. No, I'm just saying, Federation starts to see a bit of shake-up and all of a sudden it's over. Mayhaps not all is what it seems to be. The bubble. That's my 2 cents. Now back to some music. You are listening to the slickest radio station in all the galaxy, Pirates of Dark Crowd Radio, giving you the truth, no matter how bad it hurts. You're listening to one of my all-time favorite artists, Techno Axe, with Cruising the Night Sky, Rear Admiral Prince, out.